Hey everyone, and welcome back to KenkoVibe. I'm Ethan Reed,
And I'm Grace Morgan.
and we are back with another deep dive
That's right.
into health and wellness.
Absolutely.
Today we are going to get into something that
Yeah.
a lot of people struggle with, and that is hitting a wall on keto, plateaus.
It can be so frustrating.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you think you're doing everything right, and then
You just stop seeing the scale move.
the scale just won't budge.
Yeah.
I think it's important to remember, first of all, that weight loss isn't always
Yeah.
a perfectly smooth
Right.
trajectory.
It's not a straight line down.
Right. And, have you found that to be true?
Oh, absolutely. Plateaus are totally normal.
Yeah.
They're a normal part of any weight loss journey,
Okay.
regardless of the diet you're following.
So it's not necessarily a sign that you're
Right.
doing something wrong.
Exactly. It's just a natural physiological response.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
But why exactly do they happen,
Oh.
especially on keto?
So the magic of keto, as a lot of people like to call it,
Right.
is shifting your body into a state of ketosis where it's burning fat for fuel instead of glucose.
Right.
But even on keto, there's several factors that contribute to plateaus.
Okay.
One of the main culprits is a natural slowdown in metabolism
Okay.
as you lose weight.
That makes sense. You're burning fewer calories just to exist.
Exactly. Your body becomes more efficient
Okay.
with the energy that it has,
Right.
which is great for survival, but not so much for rapid weight loss.
So it's like our bodies are playing a
Right.
game of catch up. They're
Yeah.
always trying to find a new
Absolutely.
equilibrium.
Always trying to find that balance.
Right. What else can throw a wrench in the works?
Well, remember that keto relies on maintaining ketosis.
Right.
And even small slip-ups
Oh, yeah.
with carbs can kick you out of that fat-burning state
Sure.
and stall your progress.
Those hidden carbs we've talked about before?
Yes, exactly.
Processed meats, condiments, even some veggies
Right, some veggies?
that seem innocent enough.
Exactly. Those hidden carbs can add up without you realizing it.
Right.
And it's not just about the total amount of carbs,
Okay.
but the types of carbs that you're consuming.
Okay.
Some carbs are metabolized differently
Interesting.
and can have a greater impact on ketosis than others.
So reading labels, being mindful of portion sizes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like being a keto detective.
Uh-huh.
You're constantly on the lookout for those carb culprits.
Yeah, those sneaky carbs.
Right.
They get you every time.
They do. And beyond carbs, protein also plays a crucial role too.
Okay.
Because remember, your body can convert excess protein into glucose,
Oh, okay.
potentially interfering with ketosis.
So are you saying that even too much protein can be a problem?
It can be a problem.
I thought protein was our best friend.
It definitely plays an important role in satiety and maintaining muscle mass.
Right.
But like anything, balance is key.
Okay.
It's about finding that sweet spot
Uh-huh.
for your individual needs and goals.
This is where tracking macros
Yeah.
becomes super important.
Absolutely, you got it.
You can't just eyeball it anymore.
Not anymore.
All right, so let's say you are diligently tracking your macros, you're avoiding those hidden carbs,
Right.
and you still find yourself stuck.
Yeah.
What are some strategies
Yeah.
for breaking through?
We can get really strategic.
What?
We can explore some other tools.
Okay.
And one that often comes up is intermittent fasting.
Okay, I've heard a lot about that.
Yeah.
Especially in the context of keto.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've always been a bit intimidated by it.
It gets
16 hours without food.
it can sound daunting at first.
Yeah, it sounds like a recipe for hanger.
Right.
But when it's combined with keto,
It can actually help
okay.
accelerate your body's shift into ketosis.
So it's essentially forcing your body to tap into those fat stores
Sure.
for energy.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there are different approaches, so you can find what works best for you.
So are you saying that timing our meals strategically
Yeah.
can actually boost our results?
Yes.
Okay.
The 168 method, where you fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window,
Okay.
is a really popular choice and a good starting point.
So imagine finishing dinner at 8 p.m., then having your first meal at noon the next day.
Exactly.
That's 168.
That's 168 in action.
That actually sounds more doable than I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like flipping the script
It is.
on our traditional eating patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you might be surprised by how quickly your body adapts.
Okay.
And many people find that they feel more energized and focused
Really?
during their fasting window.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. So we've talked about intermittent fasting. What other strategies can we use to shake things up and break through those plateaus?
Well, another really powerful tool is exercise.
Okay.
And I'm not just talking about hitting the treadmill or lifting weights, it's about challenging your body in new ways.
Okay, are you saying that our bodies can actually get bored
Absolutely.
with the same old routine?
If you've been doing the same workouts for a while, your body adapts.
Right.
And you might not be pushing it hard enough to see those changes.
Okay, so how do we combat workout boredom? Should we be switching up our routines frequently?
Exactly. Vary your workouts, try different intensities, add some strength training, or even explore new activities altogether.
Mhm.
This keeps your body guessing
Okay.
and prevents those pesky adaptation plateaus.
I've always been a creature of habit with my workouts,
Yeah.
but I can definitely see the value in shaking things up.
Yeah.
It's like cross-training for the whole body.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And don't forget, exercise isn't just about burning calories.
Right.
It also helps build muscle mass, which can boost your metabolism in the long run.
That's a win-win.
Right?
So we've talked about diet, exercise, and intermittent fasting.
Right.
Anything else we should be considering?
Well, one crucial factor that often gets overlooked is stress.
Stress. Really, I've always thought of stress as more of a mental health issue, not a weight loss obstacle.
It's definitely connected to both.
Oh, okay.
When we're stressed, our bodies release a hormone called cortisol.
Okay.
And elevated cortisol levels can actually wreak havoc on our metabolism,
Really?
making it harder to lose weight and even increasing cravings for those comfort foods that can derail our progress.
Oh, so that explains my late-night ice cream binges when I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Happens to the best of us. But the good news is there are so many effective ways to manage stress.
Okay.
From mindfulness practices like meditation and deep breathing to simply prioritizing sleep and engaging in activities that bring you joy.
So it's not just about what we eat and how we move our bodies,
Right.
but also how we manage our mental and emotional well-being.
Exactly. It's all interconnected.
Right.
And speaking of the bigger picture, I think it's important to remember that the scale doesn't always tell the whole story.
Yeah. You know what I was just thinking about that?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be feeling fantastic.
Yeah.
More energy clothes, fitting better, just a general sense of well-being.
Right.
But the number on the scale hasn't budged,
Yeah.
and it can be really discouraging.
I hear you. That's why it's so important to celebrate what we call those non-scale victories, or NSVs.
Okay, NSVs.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what are some examples of NSVs that people might experience on keto?
It could be anything from looser clothing and increased stamina during your workouts
Okay.
to improved sleep quality, a more balanced mood,
Mm-hmm.
or even clearer skin.
Wow.
These are all signs that your body is changing for the better, even if the scale isn't reflecting it.
It's so important to acknowledge those wins, big or small.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They keep us motivated
Right.
and remind us that progress isn't always linear.
I like that. And beyond those kind of subjective feelings,
Yeah.
are there other objective measures that you can track?
Absolutely. So you can track things like your waist-to-hip ratio, body fat percentage, or even improvements in blood sugar, blood pressure, or cholesterol levels.
So even if the scale is being stubborn,
Right.
there are still some tangible ways to measure our progress.
Exactly. And sometimes just shifting our focus to those other markers of progress
Yeah.
can be enough to break through that mental block of a plateau. It's about celebrating those wins, big or small,
Right.
and recognizing that health is a journey, not a destination.
Beautifully said. We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From the science behind keto plateaus to actionable strategies for breaking through them.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, do you have any final words of wisdom for our listeners?
I would say remember that everyone's body is different.
Okay.
What works for one person might not work for another.
Right.
So be patient with yourself, experiment with different approaches,
Okay.
and find what works best for your unique needs and goals. And don't be afraid to adjust your strategy as you go.
That's such an important reminder. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to this.
Exactly.
Right.
And most importantly, don't give up.
Yeah.
Plateaus are temporary roadblocks. Think of them as opportunities to learn more about your body
Okay.
and refine your approach.
Yeah. I love that perspective. Plateaus as opportunities, not failures.
Exactly.
So for everyone out there feeling stuck in a keto rut, you're not alone.
You're not alone at all.
We've all been there.
We've been there.
And remember, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
The more you understand about your body and how it responds to keto, the better equipped you'll be to navigate those plateaus and reach your goals.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. So let's recap some of those key takeaways from today's deep dive.
Okay.
What are the most important things to remember?
Okay, well, first and foremost, Be mindful of those hidden
Oh,
carbs.
yeah.
They can really sabotage your progress, so read labels carefully and track your macros diligently.
And don't be afraid to experiment with intermittent fasting. It can
Yes,
be a game changer for
absolutely.
boosting metabolism and getting back into that fat burning zone.
Exactly. And mix up those workouts.
Yes.
Keep your body challenged to avoid those adaptation plateaus.
Okay.
Variety is the spice of life,
Uh-huh.
and it's the key to a dynamic fitness routine. I like that. And let's not forget the power of stress management.
Yes.
Prioritize those self-care practices that help you relax and unwind.
Mhm.
A calm mind and a balanced body go hand in hand.
Couldn't agree more. And last but certainly not least, celebrate those non-scale victories.
Yes.
Those positive changes in your energy, mood, and overall health are just as important as what that scale says.
So true. It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
You've been listening to KenkoVibe, your daily dose of wellness wisdom.
I'm Grace Morgan.
And I'm Ethan Reed, reminding you that you have the power to achieve your health goals one step at a time. Don't forget to subscribe to KenkoVibe so you don't miss out on any of our deep dives in all things health and wellness.
And while you're at it, leave us a comment. Tell us about your own keto journey.
Yeah.
Have you experienced any plateaus? What strategies have worked for you? We love hearing from our listeners, and your insights might just help someone else break through their own plateau.
And if you found this episode helpful, share the KenkoVibe love. Spread the word, and let's all conquer those keto plateaus together. Until next time, stay healthy, stay motivated, and keep those vibes high.